Man, was I completely and totally wrong about Daichi. That dude is not a nice guy. He is a freak of nature, literally. But I'm getting ahead of myself, let me start at the beginning. So this chapter basically opens up with Hamura running away from Sylph because she is in a compromised position, okay? She's barely wearing any clothes. She cannot fight like this. So she makes a temporary retreat. She cuts open a pipe, it releases some smoke, and that helps her get away. And then Hamura makes the most Hamura type of move, okay? She goes into a random building, and there happens to be clothes in said building, but it turns out that that building is also a strip club. It's just great because, like I said, bro, this is the most Hamura type of thing that Hamura could do. And you got the guys who are watching Hamura on the stage, and they're like, hey, this is a pretty lady, get to dancing. What's she doing up there? I want to see you moving. And she's just like, I ain't got no time for this. I'm leaving, and she turns around and starts to walk out. But unfortunately for Hamura, Sylph has caught up to her, and she is wreaking havoc inside of this strip club, bro. She is spinning almost every single thing in the room around her, people included. And the panel that is showing this off is actually amazing. Like, the amount of detail inside of this panel is just... it's mind-blowing, bro. Like, you can clearly see the people, you can clearly see the furniture, you can clearly see the wind. You got the stance with Hamura, bro, and her clothes blowing in the wind and the hair blowing in the wind. I just love this panel, bro. It's godlike. But anyways, Hamura then says that there is no reason for Sylph to drag people into their fight. Stop this at once. Then Sylph proceeds to do the exact same thing that she did with Rebecca and Happy and condense all the people into this tiny ball of wind. The chapter then goes to Rebecca, Lobelia, and the creep himself, Daichi. And the conversation starts off simple enough. Bro, he's like, hey, do you want some chocolate? It's picking up where the last chapter left off. She's like, nah, I don't want any. But he also calls her number 29, and she's asking what the number 29 is about, but he says that he doesn't know. And then he pulls out a coin, and it's got the number 60 on it. And he explains that the reason why he has this coin is because it's to commemorate the fact that he's gone 60 days without torturing somebody. And he got this at a therapy group with a bunch of other people that also like torturing people. Yeah, this dude is a bona fide creep, bro, and I don't like him anymore. I thought he would be the nicest one out of the group, bro, just like the dumb, lovable idiot, but he's got like a creepy face, so that's why people are a little abrasive towards him, because, you know, he throws people off. But you don't judge a book by its cover, because underneath all that creepiness is a nice guy. But no, it turns out that this dude is just full-on creep. But back to the story. So, Rebecca brings up the point by saying, hey, you're not 60 days torture-free because didn't you do this to Lobelia? And then Daichi says, this isn't torture, I was just roughing her up a bit. Everyone at his group therapy agrees that this doesn't count as torture. But then this man starts losing it a bit, bro. He starts sweating bullets and he's like, I can't take it anymore, I need to torture, bro. It's been 60 days, that's good enough. It's time to break the streak. But Rebecca ain't having none of this, bro. She whips out the happy pistols and she's like, stop. However, in that moment, that's when Daichi's ether gear takes control, and branches start growing out of Rebecca's arms, and then they attach to the glass behind her, pinning her to it. Following this, Daichi then says, my orders are not to lay a hand on number 29, but I can't hold it anymore. So this tells me that one of two things are going to happen in the next chapter, and that is either we are going to get a really uncomfortable torture scene between Daichi and Rebecca, and don't put it past Eden Zero. We got a torture scene with Hermit, and that was pretty brutal, bro, and Daichi just seems like he would turn it up a notch, especially with his ether gear. But on the other hand, we could get Drake and Joe throwing hands with Daichi, because Daichi is directly going against Drake and Joe's orders. But moving on, the chapter then goes to Shiki versus Jin, and I gotta be honest, I'm getting disappointed in Shiki, because he should know that he doesn't stand a chance against Jin in Overdrive unless he goes 100%, and I feel like I've been saying this for weeks now, and that's because I have, and I'm gonna keep saying it until he goes 100%, bro. It's just been like 3 straight chapters, so 3 straight weeks of Shiki just getting his ass kicked. But enough about Shiki, and on to Master Noah himself. Now, I put out a tweet earlier today, or rather, at the time that you're seeing this, yesterday, and in that tweet, I said that Master Noah is so mysterious and I can't wait to find out more about him. I feel like his character has a lot of potential. I feel like he has the potential to be one of the most influential and important people to the Eden Zero world. And honestly, he might already be that, but we just don't know enough about him to know if that is true or not. But on to what Master Noah is actually talking about in this chapter. He says that it is all going according to his calculations so far. Now, what will be your next move, number 29? And as I've already said, I feel like there's only two ways that situation could go, but who knows, maybe she could actually use Leaper and defeat Daichi, but I just don't really see that happening. Anyways, that's gonna do it for me, so thank you all very much for watching. I hope that you all enjoyed. If you did, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace out, everybody! Also, before I end this video, congratulations Eden Zero for making it to chapter 80. You're only 20 chapters away from the big 100, and I cannot wait for the 100th chapter of Eden Zero. I can already tell that's gonna be some fire. But, bye now.